Energizing combo sets.
Nobody likes showing their face on stream, you know. Anyway.
Waterfalls.
Hello, my name is KuriKojo. I'll be playing some more Zenless today. I stopped in the middle of it because friends wanted to play Marvel Rivals. We're coming back today, early in the afternoon. Early in the afternoon, and we're gonna just continue playing. That's all. First, let's see if they will like comment. And then there's some stories, so.
All in all, the scouting mission was a success. Obol's squad took no casualties. Against our firepower, those Exaltus lunatics didn't stand a chance. It's honestly baffling how HSO and public security got completely outplayed by the Exaltists. Their actions are chaotic and lack any strategy. Though credit goes to Commander Isolde's flawless planning.
The proxy was amazing too. Just like Trigger and Soldier 11 said. And just like all those rumors on Internet.
Huh? Orphie, since when have you been visiting sketchy sites like Internet behind my back?
Help!
Calm down, Captain Magus. What you've dealt with so far are just the Exaltus scattered remnants.
I know. We already have the hollow coordinates for the Exaltus base. I'm not worried about a head-on clash. What worries me are those Obscura and the sacrifice creatures.
Leave the search for the Obscura to me and the city forces. You focus on the mission inside the Hollow. You can't just grasp at weeds. You have to dig out the roots. All this might just be a diversion by the Exaltists. By the way, Proxy, I heard your performance in the Hollow was top-notch as always. How's working with Obol? Has Captain Magus been giving you any trouble?
I'll have to think about that. I remember Captain Magus saying that Phaethon is a villain who should be dealt with using 50 caliber high explosive rounds and military-grade high-energy lasers?
Don't go taking things out of context to make me look like the bad guy. I'm a straight shooter.
Got it. Looks like the temporary protocol for addressing Phaethon doesn't really hold much sway over Captain Magus.
It's all because I wasn't decisive enough. Please don't punish Captain Magus. She's not the most soft-spoken, but Captain Magus and the squad have been doing their best to support me. And her military-grade high-energy laser is definitely reassuring.
All right. Without the proxy support, our operation wouldn't have gone this smoothly.
Whew. I guess this is the part where old grudges melt away and everyone makes nice.
But if you're that talented, why settle for the dishonorable role of a proxy? Why not join the military, earn a proper rank, and truly protect New Eridu?
What's so dishonorable about it? The work we do in the shadows brings us closer to the light than many of those who stand in it.
You're being a little harsh today, Captain.
Proxy. How many unqualified civilians have you led straight into danger within the Hollows? And how many shady Hollow Raiders have you guided to dirty money?
You're right, Captain Magus. The underworld does have its dark side, but a lot of people are forced into it. They have to avoid the light and just try to survive in the shadows. And this grand, respectable world you speak of, is it really filled with nothing but righteous heroes? Is your defense force really so perfect? Every single person?
You...
All right, kids, enough bickering. The only villain here is the grumpy old Isolde. You're all brave, shining heroes, okay?
Looks like the captain got shut down by Commander Isolde again. Even the proxy's been lumped in with the kids. Looks like we're all in the same class now.
This concludes the briefing. Proxy, Major General Lorenz has expressed interest in meeting you. Would you mind coming with me later?
Oh, that actually works. Ah, it's crazy.
The Major General wants to see me?
I'm like trying to
Can't
fix
be
the
good.
YouTube chat, and it's just not
Relax.
working. So
I'll be with you.
I'll just forget about it. Move on. Adjutant, sir. The Major General's guest has arrived. Please follow me, you two. The Major General's tent is just beyond this tunnel. Follow the adjutant's lead and head with Isolde to the Major General's tent on the other side of the tunnel.
Sir, your guests have arrived.
Colonel Isolde, I heard that, Obel Squad has already obtained the coordinates of the Exaltist headquarters.
That's correct, sir. The recon operation was a success. However, we also discovered something unexpected. There are numerous ether reactors installed around Wi-Fi Peninsula, known as Obscura, which may pose a significant threat.
You can handle the specifics with your squad. You know I've always counted on you. Just make sure I get results.
Yes, sir.
Among all the mediocrity in the Obsidian Division, Isolde, you're the one who truly stands out. I'm really glad I found you back then. You can handle the specifics with your squad. You know I've always counted on you. Just make sure I get results. Someone like you shouldn't be stuck on the front lines. I'm pragmatic, but I always make sure my subordinates are treated fairly. This is a big opportunity, but I went to great lengths to get troops into Wi-Fi Peninsula. So this mission is one we cannot afford to fail.
Yes, sir.
Ah, I seem to have forgotten about our guest. Isolde, the person beside you.
This is the officially appointed Hollow Technical Advisor and the Mayor's Special Envoy for Military Operation, Bell.
Welcome to Wi-Fi Peninsula, Ambassador Bell.
I've been in Wi-Fi Peninsula for a while now. Honestly, it's more appropriate for me and Swabian Temple to be the ones welcoming the Defense Force.
Swabian Temple. Ah, Yunque Summit. Pardon my memory, I nearly forgot our guest works directly under Mayor Mayflower. Mind filling me in, Colonel Isolde? Why is one of the mayor's personal agents, an infamous proxy, getting involved in Defense Force business?
Bell was appointed by the city as a technical advisor and envoy for Mayor Mayflower, sir. She's here to assist and oversee the Defense Force's operation.
Assist, huh? If the High Preceptor of Yunque Summit had shown up in person, perhaps I'd consider that worthy. And as for the supervision, since when does Mayflower get a say in when Obsidian Division pulls the trigger?
Sir, Bell is only here to assist Obel Squad. This has nothing to do with the main force's operations or command. All part of the agreement to keep the city council from meddling with our military affairs in Waifei Peninsula. Which, I imagine, suits you just fine.
Of course. Your arrangements are always right on point, Colonel. This whole operation is running smoothly, thanks to you. Well then, since you're the Hollow experts and personally by the mayor, it's only right that I give you a proper welcome. Unfortunately, military secrecy is of utmost importance, so I'm afraid I can't escort Belle to the more refined venues in the city for a proper celebration, at least for now. Colonel Isolde, until this operation is over, all of Belle's external communications and movement beyond Phylum Heights must be temporarily restricted.
That's a very unique way to treat a guest.
Major General, the mayor and Yunquei Summit might not be too happy about that.
That's an order, Colonel.
Yes, sir.
The people from Porcelumix are still waiting for me in Phylum Heights. Something about a banquet to welcome the Defense Force to Waifei Peninsula. Typical corporate parasites. Always know how to adapt and survive. I'm afraid I won't be able to personally entertain our guest, Isolde.
Let's go, Madam Ambassador.
I'm really sorry, Bill. I added a hotkey for OBS so I can bring the video down, bring the video up when I need to. I like to bring the video down when there's like a really epic cutscene, you know, so everyone can view it in all its splendor, you know. I keep looking at the OBS camera, or OBS capture, looking at the camera. I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you, not that. I'm talking to you. Anyway, I'm really sorry, Belle. Came to help. This is how you get treated. Life in the military comes with its fair share of rules and restrictions. Major General Lawrence was a decorated officer during the fall of the old capital 11 years ago. He was promoted to general after his fall. Over the years, he's been known for his rather overbearing conduct. It'd be dishonest to say I like his style. But working under him has definitely given me a lot of opportunities and access, allowing me to investigate the truth behind the fall of the old capital. The truth behind it? To be exact, the cause behind my squad's failure back then, Magus has always been concerned about it. I'm getting off track. But the point is, you can count on us, whether it's Obel Squad or any other city division soldier. We'll give everything to protect you. They're briefing you in the military operation as Ultra takes her lead. Talk about rude. All Defense Force generals is this unpleasant? Restrictions on going out and contacting outside world. I might as well be a prisoner. If we're just heading down to Suvi Town for a quick break, they shouldn't stop us, right? Sorry, orders from above. You're not allowed to leave. Argue with facts and logic. I don't know who you are, but there are no arguments to be had. Orders are orders. You okay there, Belle? Comrade, Belle is a special envoy sent by the mayor. Show some respect. Mighty Miss Belle, let's take it down a notch. I'm just following orders. Soldier duty, I understand where the soldier is coming from. You understand, Crimson Gloom. I'm gonna drop it head held high. But I wanna go do my dailies. Okay. Really does stop doing it. Hey, look, my car.
Captain, Proxy made it through the interrogation unscathed.
No significant change in pulse, and your face isn't too pale. Looks like you passed the test. You look so frail, Proxy. Who would have thought you had the makings of a soldier tough enough to endure enemy torture?
With you already calling me the villain, I figured I'd better get good at dodging torture.
The Major General may be tough to deal with, but interrogating the Mayor's envoy? That kind of thing doesn't happen in the Obsidian Division.
We'll explain the Mayor General's orders to everyone.
Temporarily restricting the proxy's movements and communications. What does that mean?
It means we've got your precious Phaethon locked away. No way out, and no texting or calling family.
That's just so...
That's terrible!
What a shame. I never thought the legendary proxy Phaethon would end up getting caught one day.
On the plus side, at least the legendary proxy Phaethon was caught by Obel Squad. The Major General's idea of hospitality might be questionable, but for a soldier, orders are orders.
So, as much as we regret it, the legendary proxy Phaethon will have to stay put in Phylum Heights for a while.
You sure you're sorry, Captain? I'm pretty sure you were holding back a laugh just now.
Don't worry. Obel Squad and the Obsidian Division are the first line of defense against the Hollows. We'll wipe out the Exaltists faster than you'd think.
And then the proxy will be free.
As ordered, a technician will now attach a tracker to the proxy and temporarily block all communication functions of their electronics.
There's no point fighting it. You allow a soldier to fasten the tracker, or like an electronic shackle to your ankle. Thanks to the Defense Force's signal jamming, the only wireless frequencies still functioning in Wi-Fi Peninsula are military. For now, at least. Say farewell to friends and anxiously waiting your replies on knockdown.
My apologies, Proxy.
For the Obsidian Division, orders carry more weight than mountains. I don't like restricting someone's freedom like this. And I'm not exactly your biggest fan. But I hope you won't hold it against Isolde or the squad.
I may not be a soldier, but I can understand the weight orders carry for all of you. If temporarily restricting my freedom helps the operation go smoothly and keeps the people of Wi-Fi Peninsula safe, I'll gladly go along with it.
I never thought you'd show such resolve, Proxy. Don't worry. I'll keep an eye on you while you're with us.
Captain Magus keeping an eye on you? Just a heads up, she's not exactly the caring type.
Once again, Proxy, you have my apologies.
Comms that are movements restricted. Things are definitely tricky. Luckily I can still reach out to Wise and Fairy Dome, HD without the Defense Force noticing. Right as I'm thinking about this. Proxy, don't look so down. Time for Obel's regular equipment maintenance. Come join us. And okay. Do you agree, Captain Magus? Making sure our tech folks have reliable gear is crucial. So if you want to drop by, Proxy, go right ahead. Not that I could fix it. I did. Really? I mean, I couldn't detect any gear on the proxy, but I can't shake this strange feeling. Like the proxy has some sort of device that feels oddly familiar. Don't worry, Proxy. T can be a bit of a hard to follow at times, but when it comes to tech, you can always count on her. Just a routine maintenance check. Come on, Proxy, stop being so wishy-washy. They're all here. You can't talk to anybody though. Magus has something in her eye. Horrible squad is all here. Alright, time to start today's routine maintenance. Inspector on duty, squad member Seed. First up for inspection, Mercury. And then Mercury here. You take a look and see if this little Colby's got anything wrong with it. And then I always get nervous when Seed does my checkup. The antenna on the comms module seems a bit worn out. Remember to get those parts replaced. Colby can't hear me on the radio during the operation. I'm gonna kick your butt. Aye. Trigger sniper rifle. Counting again, Seed. I need one look to tell your weapons in flawless shape, just like always, Trigger. Sniper's weapons, their soul on the battlefield after all. Boring. It's Orphie and Captain Magus' turn. Let's get this straight. You're not laying a finger on me. Calm down, Captain. Quit swinging around my tail. Your exoskeleton is in good shape after overall, Orphie, but your tail shows way more wear. No doubt to this Captain's reckless fighting style. Captain gives it her all in combat. I'll try to stay in sync with Orphie's move. As for Captain Magus, you're using the nat nitro fuel oil again, are you? Aren't you? He can't stand that smell of smell pouring out of your gun barrel. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Are you seriously attacking your captain's dental hygiene? Finally, it's your turn, right? Where should I start? He stares straight into Proxy's eyes, and as it seems, it almost feels like she can see right through to the HDD. But that's not possible. But that can't be possible, right? Your eyes are crystal clear, Proxy. All systems good. Inspection complete. You're just looking for an excuse to stare into Proxy's eyes. Now that everyone's finished their equipment checks, you've dismissed. Get some rest and make sure your gear is serviced at the armory. Hey, Proxy, don't forget to look after your eyes too. Remember that the military really is restricting your freedom. You then return to the tent and rest. The tent offers some cover from the soldiers' gazes, and re-establishing the connection with HDD brings a small sense of relief.
As Master's supreme assistant and a thoughtful, all-purpose AI, I would never sit back helplessly while Master's freedom is being restricted, unlike the second assistant.
Fairy, you really can't stop chasing that first assistant title, can you? When will you finally understand that as her sibling, I'm irreplaceable?
Alright, you two, enough arguing. I'm just the pitiful, useless captured proxy here, while you two are elite hackers, okay?
Negative. Although Master was unfortunately captured, Master remains an elite hacking expert.
Save your useless sympathy, First Assistant. Luckily, not even the Hollows can interfere with the HDD's unique signal, so the Defense Force's jamming is barely an inconvenience.
Still, I was the one who actually encoded the anti-jamming signal.
Which means Bell can still reach me through the HDD, and EOS's deep dive can continue as planned.
I saw some new data with my eye implants in the Hollow. I need you to run some calculations. Whether or not the military's info checks out, nothing is more trustworthy than your calculations, Fairy.
Affirmative. Additionally, I've made a full copy of the military intel files that EOS and Master saw.
If the Defense Force comes knocking because you did something without permission, make sure they know Second Assistant and your Master had nothing to do with it. Anyway, leave the rest to me and Fairy Bell, just like always.
Then leave clearing out the Hollow to me and Opal Squad, just like always.
The Defense Force's mission is bound to be dangerous. Be careful, Bell.
The bed beneath you are the rest. That night, blah 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 blah. Commotion rises from the outpost beyond the tent. I didn't even press anything. Alright, I have to clear my voice a lot. I don't have a clean bill of health. Orphie and C's voice. Let's go check out what's happening. This is the one you brought back from the hollow? Yes, Captain. The Bangbu squad seems to have been attacked. See, the Bangbu distracted and rushed over. What? What about the soldiers in that squad? They were all lying covered in their blood. I mean, they're not breathing kind of lying there. But let's pay our respects. Then we will probably record what happened when they ran to an enemy, but it's badly damaged, so we have to take any technicians at base. Do we have any technicians at base? Let me fix it. Proxy, you know how to fix the bamboo? Please help this little guy. I'll leave it to you, Proxy. The video footage is restored and images from the inside the hollow stream out from the Bangbu's data port.
All units be advised. At 3 o'clock, 300 meters. The cluster of miasma. Ethereal presence confirmed. Something's off. Were those humans coming out of there? Hey, look! Someone's crawling out of the miasma! Why are they wearing Defense Force uniforms? They're coming closer. And they're armed! We're under attack! Fight back! Enemy spotted at 3 o'clock. More at 5 o'clock. Oh, is it the Exaltus troops in disguise? No, they emerged from the miasma. They're definitely not alive. What the are we seeing the dead in broad daylight? Ethereal monster, just take them down! Reporting in, we've got casualties! We've got another wave of hostile close in on the right! We need backup!
Gunfire and voices gradually fade away. And everything returns to silence. White noise grows louder, skipping ahead.
It's just as the Overseer said! Even a miracle like resurrection is nothing for the Creator!
Don't let joy blind you, my dear brother. Until we stand before the Creator, every miracle is just a small step toward the gate of the final domain.
Don't worry, my joy hasn't clouded my judgment, and my knowledge as a researcher remains sharp. The large-scale miasma activation experiment has already begun ahead of schedule. They'll never catch up to us on our path to the Creator.
The footage ended abruptly there. The bank recording the data seemingly couldn't hold on any longer. Soldiers crawling out of the miasma looked like the dead brought back to life. The dead? But they're dressed in military gear from the old capital, stuff from 11 years back. If they truly are the dead returned, how could they be the ghosts of those old soldiers if they're shooting at their own squad mates? Or like kind of miasma creatures. Still, the fact that these creatures take on the form of former Defense Force soldier means their creator. The enemy's knowledge of the Defense Force might be beyond our imagination. Besides, yesterday's recon mission went perfectly. We didn't let any cultists escape, so there's no way the Exaltas should be aware of our progress. We need to report this to Exalta. Let's go, Proxy! Where Elba Squad, you briefed Zolda on what you saw in the footage.
The Exaltists have already figured out that we're launching a full-scale operation? So far, only Obel Squad's scouting mission involved direct combat. What that recon team ran into was likely just an unfortunate accident. But your operation was flawless, and no part of the plan was leaked. That means either the Exaltists are more perceptive than we thought, or some unit acted outside my command and carried out an unsanctioned mission.
But Lorenz handed over command of this operation to you.
So if we rule out interference from higher up, the only one who could have mobilized troops without the Colonel's approval is...
Mm-hmm. Only the Major General himself.
Looks like Colonel Isolde has it even tougher than I do when it comes to dealing with a demanding superior.
Orphie, you don't actually think I'm that difficult to deal with, do you?
At this point, arguing with my superior won't do any good.
So if we want the raid to stay on track, we'll have to strike even faster.
While I usually think you're a little too reckless, Magus, this time, I agree with you. Swift as the wind, fierce as fire, and unknowable as shadow. That's the essence of Blitz tactics. At least according to a Yunque Summit scroll. Since the enemy already knows we're coming, let's seize this rare opportunity and strike before they're ready.
Oboe Squad, gear up and get ready!
Yes, Captain Magus.
I'm about to start deploying troops to launch the offensive. Proxy, both the battlefield and the hollows can shift in an instant. Make sure you're fully prepared. We aren't as ready as we could have been. The Obsidian Division will handle the battlefield, but when it comes to the hollow, you're the only one we can count on.
Leave it to me. On my reputation as a legendary proxy and my honor as the mayor's envoy, I won't let you down. I'm counting on all of you, too. Please don't betray the trust the people have placed in the Defense Force.
Save it. We're well aware.
What the captain means is, Oboe never fails a mission.
Operation has two main objectives. First, to gather intel on the Miasma. Second, to eliminate key Exaltist bases. Get ready and move out. In a surprise attack, every second counts. Really restrict you in this main mission. I've been able to do anything.
The unexpected deployment of forces beyond Isolde's plan has put the Exaltists on high alert, like a startled bird ready to flee. We can't risk the Exaltist Corps members escaping right under our noses. We have to strike quickly and hit their key bases.
Based on the intelligence we have, the target's stronghold in this operation is very likely the Exaltist's main base.
I'm not usually one to spoil the mood, but from what I've seen of the Exaltists, they're not that easy to pin down. Which raises the question, can we really trust the intel from the Defense Force?
You really know your way around intelligence and information warfare, Proxy. But it's Isolde's strategy and intel that have been key to the Defense Force's success so far. I understand your concerns, but I've no reason to doubt the reliability of Isolde's intel.
Captain Magus, you sure have a lot of trust in Commander Isolde, don't you?
That's because Captain Magus and Commander Isolde were comrades in arms. They fought side by side years ago.
Technically, fighting side by side isn't exactly accurate. But yes, Isolde and I go way back. She's a comrade, a senior, and my commanding officer. In fact, Oboe Squad itself wouldn't exist without Isolde's support and guidance. If I can't trust Isolde, then there might not be anyone left in Obsidian Division I can trust.
I understand. So please believe me, when I'm acting as your proxy, my one and only goal is to lead you all to where you're meant to be.
The Defense Force people are here.
Yeah. Who goes there? Petty thugs, blocking the way to the Creator.
Creator will not forgive you. Our sacrifice will pave the way for our master's return.
Cornered. Get behind me!
Oops, I can't really control my strength.
Second part, one.
Engaging head on.
Documents detected on the device. Accessing. Entering the Overseer's call. Wrongfully killed soldiers arise from the underworld, cloaked in flames of vengeance. As for why the Defense Force soldiers would fight for us, the Overseer was rather vague. Perhaps they too were blessed with witnessing the Creator's true form in the underworld. While storing this device are incomplete, the remaining intelligence needs to be obtained elsewhere. Wrongfully killed soldiers? But those were ones emerging from the mantle were wearing 11-year-old uniforms. They died protecting New Eridu. These Exalta scum. How dare they desecrate the honor of fallen soldiers? Unforgivable. Approaching footsteps have everyone on guard, but then what they see is the slight sight of an allied uniforms.
Which unit are you in? According to Commander Isolde's orders, aside from Obel's squad, there shouldn't be any other squads assigned to raid this base.
Isolde may be the acting commander for this op, but our squad reports to Major General Lorenz.
So, these idiots are the ones who alerted the Exaltists to our plan. And it was all under order.
Mind your tone. The Major General sent us because he was worried you wouldn't be able to handle this alone. We're here to support the operation.
Support the operation? We were just out there fighting alone as a single squad.
That's right, and we really do appreciate it. Without you taking the brunt of the Exaltists' attention, we couldn't have made it to their headquarters from the flanks so smoothly. We have to apologize. We accidentally beat you to it and ended up taking the credit for wiping out the Exaltists' main base.
Credit? That's meaningless. Is this really the attitude of new recruits in Obsidian Division these days?
Acting all high and mighty. You're just a gun. Do you really think yourself so important? I may be a rookie, but at least I'm not a washed-up old dog like you.
Watch it! The captain has given everything to protect the city. You don't deserve to...
It's okay, Orphie. As long as they really did take out the Exaltists, then they've helped safeguard New Eridu, which makes them our comrades.
Even among comrades, there are plenty of annoying ones. If you ask me, we should just take this guy away and cover it up as an accident caused by an Exaltist attack.
Hey, are you threatening me?
Stay focused, soldier. Answer me. Has the Exaltist's base been completely cleared?
Several creatures took advantage of the chaos to escape. We had other orders to carry out, so we didn't have time to pursue them while clearing the base.
Other orders? What could be more important than wiping out the Exaltists?
Bunch of fools. They can't even handle something this simple properly. Obel soldiers, let's move out. Once again, it's up to us to clean up after these fools. Obel, gear up and get ready.
Yes, Captain Magus! The Exaltists are fleeing in all directions!
Second-rate troops sure are surprisingly good at messing things up. Who would ever call this an ambush? already failed half of the mission's objective.
Hopefully we can still find some useful documents and materials.
Bisex may be working on Porcelumex, but they aren't exactly saints. They sacrifice everything for profit. Soldiers didn't die protecting the city. The truth is, the record of the hardware being moved, but the missing data cannot be retrieved. Damn it. All the places. The data to be missing at the most crucial part. The soldiers didn't die protecting the city. Just what would have these Exaltus learn? Nothing but a distraction they plan on purpose to mislead us. Still, clear the Exaltus remnants have were spooked by the Major General's unit acting so recklessly. That's why they moved the key data early. Guess we have no choice but to press on.
See, let's see Senior cool off a bit.
Elite targets have appeared.
Elite targets. This is the kind of fight Oval Squad's been waiting for.
Don't know much.
Everything is moving along smoothly, Mr. Lucro.
We'll be counting on you again this time.
Major General Lorenz, you're here in the Hollow. In person?
You're the squad his oldest spoke so highly of. Codename Obel, wasn't it? This is quite a surprise. You arrived even faster than I expected. It's just as Colonel Isolde said, you're quite a capable squad.
Given that you're leading this entire operation, I'd expect you to be at the command post. And the person with you is...
You must be Mr. Lucro. We met briefly at the Porcelumex Safety Inspection Reception Banquet.
A reception banquet? For a safety inspection? That makes no sense.
This, gun certainly has a blunt matter of speech. Anyway, we are acquainted from the banquet, aren't we? Also involved with the Obsidian Division, I see. For someone so young, you must have made quite the impact with the military.
Not so, Mr. Lucro. This young lady is the mayor's envoy, specially sent by the kind-hearted Mr. Mayflower to oversee our work.
I'm just doing my duty. Please, the title of envoy is a bit too much. I feel like it's a little too high and mighty.
So you're a distinguished guest from city administration. My apologies. Please excuse the poor welcome.
So, what brings you here, Major General, Mr. Lucro, and these troops who've been acting without Colonel Isolde's orders?
My troops and I have our reasons for being here. You're a veteran, Captain Magus. Even if you don't fully grasp what overstepping means, you should at least know not to ask about classified military matters. Mind your tongue, Captain. After all, besides your sharp tongue, there's not much else you have left.
Major General, shouldn't we be going? Staying too long in areas with high ether activity isn't good for my health.
You're right, Mr. Lucro.
Escorted by the troops, Lorenz and Lucro withdraw from the stronghold.
Aside from that clerk I met at the Special Military Affairs desk, these are honestly...
Oh my god, Magus has like a little... He has a little tie right there.
Sorry,
Right.
Captain Magus.
Right there.
It was wrong of me to speak disrespectfully about a commanding
He's got a
officer.
tiny tie.
I'll let it slide this time, Orphie. If I weren't
I can't believe I
afraid of
missed
getting you
this all this
tried at a
time.
military tribunal, I'd have turned every curse word into high-energy laser blasts right at their faces.
This place is not only a key Exaltus stronghold, but also one of their major research facilities. One of Porcelumex's executives previously worked with the Exaltists. Many of their facilities were originally Porcelumex's assets as well. And now under Lucro's lead, Porcelumex has formed ties with the Defense Force. It's clear why they're here.
You're making my head spin. Isn't it just those two plotting how to profit?
Goodness, Commander Lorenz is such a bad person.
Orphie is still caught up in that naive teenage mindset of seeing the world in just good and bad.
Goodness, Orphie. You really are a fool. But I can't say you're wrong this time. They chose to meet in the Hollow, likely to stay under the radar. Either way, Obol's mission continues. Everyone, we keep pursuing the escaping Exaltists.
Yes, Captain Magus.
Somewhere in Lemnian Hollow, illuminated by flickering candlelight. Great Overseer. The Defense Force took the bait just as planned. They're feeling pretty proud of themselves. Perfect. They've wasted enough time on meaningless distractions, and that foolish general thinks he's already claimed enough victories. They won't be throwing major forces at us anymore, though the price was nothing more than a few necessary sacrifices. They died for their faith, Overseer. Besides, the troop you brought back from the underworld were a huge help. Soldiers fighting soldiers. It's cruel, really. Still, if it's for the right cause, even you and I must be willing to give our lives. Absolutely. If that greater purpose is an audience with the Creator. I know you have other intentions, but you're still open to the path of the Creator, won't you, Great Overseer? I've wandered in confusion along this path more than once, but the whispers I heard were true, without a doubt. Once I've achieved my goal, I'll open the path to the Creator for you. Which means your sacrifice and mine are justified. But Phaeton is with the Defense Force right now, and that one's a real handful. Not the type to let things go easily. And that elite squad of theirs has been a serious thorn in our side. I've noticed that youngster may be an unexpected variable, but I've already set a course for how their tale unfolds. Don't back them into a corner unless you have to. Your arraignments are reasonable. May the Creator refine us. Darkness. Just darkness. Fears and laughter echoes from the military camp, which has been so quiet for the past few days.
Huh?
Why did the Defense Force been so lively? What's going on? Let's ask around and see what the soldiers know. Oh, new face. And not in uniform either. You must be with the outside help for the... What was it? Apostle Squad? Thanks to your brilliant leadership of the Major General and his adjutant, you've secured an easy victory. Sure, you didn't land the big win, but you still played a part. Hey, what's with that look? We're celebrating our victory over here. Don't be a buzzkill, okay? Welcome back, Envoy. I've been waiting here just to make sure you return safely. I'm no big shot or anything. Such modesty. Still, you're acting on the behalf of the Mayor and Defense Force matters. I'm sure your words will hold real authority with the city administration. We owe it to the Major General's forces that we were able to reclaim a significant cache of porcelain without incident. Assets Ferox had handed over to the Exaltus, which are in fact Porcelumax's property. Quite the haul. The Major General and I go way back. He may not be the most charming guy, but he's someone you can count on. I know I'm just a shrewd, profit-minded trader, and I also know there's been some bad blood between you and the Major General. But that doesn't stop me from seeing the potential for us to work together in the future. Someone like you always brings value to the table. So naturally, I'm pleased that you made it back to one piece. About the Porcelumax and Exaltus. It's true that certain individuals with Porcelumax, including Mr. Ferox and his team, engaged in unlawful activities with the Exaltus. The shameful and pathetic Mr. Ferox is now in custody, and with the Major General's support, we've tracked down his subordinate who escaped to the Hollow. Porcelumax is clean of any further criminal associations. Regarding the so-called Obscura devices, while they were created through Ferox's dealing with the Exaltus, I'm not clear on their scientific worth. Still, they're made of costly porcelain, so they belong to the company. They'll recover each of the Obscura once the Defense Force finishes assessing their risk. Their risk? Yes. Colonel Isolde stated in the report that the Obscura could pose an extreme risk, even going so far as to order an evacuation of Wi-Fi Peninsula for public safety. It's gone too dangerous. Looks like it's time for me to leave Wi-Fi Peninsula. Take care. These guys sure know how to take it easy. They're already playing the victory party right after winning. So what's the Defense Force next move? Next move? There isn't one. The Major General believes that the key members of Exaltus have been wiped out and their base cleared. As far as he's concerned, we've already won. I never thought victory would come so easily. Exaltus won't be that easy. You faced Exaltus more times than anyone, Proxy. Your insight is invaluable. But even so, the Obsidian Division can't keep pouring resources into chasing down a minor outlaw group. As for the Obscura, Colonel Isolde is taking our intel, risks posed by the sacrifices, very seriously. He's already preparing to evacuate the citizens of Wi-Fi Peninsula. We'll stay on guard here to protect the civilians until everyone's been evacuated and all Obscura in the city has been cleared. It's thanks to Isolde's leadership that we were able to locate so many Obscura across the city before the operation began, too. Did the Colonel know about the risk of Obscura all along? All along. Since everyone's taking a break, why don't you relax in a little bit, Proxy? I'm heading back to the camp with the captain. Want to join us for a bit, Proxy? No, I want to leave. Despite your doubts, with cheers ringing out through the night all around you, you find yourself taking a brief rest by the firelight with 2 soldiers. As Obelscott settles in their quarters, the troops are already preparing to celebrate.
Everyone! The Exaltus, the threat that plagued Wi-Fi Peninsula, have been wiped out under our thunderous assault. Once again, we've brought justice and victory to the people of New Eridu, like every triumph before. Give it up for yourselves, soldiers! Cheer for victory!
Cheers rise up from the gathered soldiers.
And let's hear it for our brilliant commander, Major General Lorenz!
Lame.
I hate to be that girl, but isn't it a bit early to celebrate?
That commander sure seems to be soaking up the cheers.
A typical big shot, huh?
You're right to be concerned, Proxy. There are still Exaltus stragglers roaming inside and outside the Hollow, and the Obscura in the city haven't been fully inspected yet.
As far as I know, the key Exaltus leaders are still on the loose. they've managed to slip away after every encounter so far. The Exaltists will still be a threat until they're taken out. Even though Mevarok was severely injured by Ishu and Shifu, and the Exaltists suffered heavy losses, there's still no sign of them backing down. Miasma activity is still spreading. Key people like Sarah still hold major influence.
Yishuan, High Preceptor of Yunquay Summit. I've heard the name before.
How come I don't see Colonel Isolde anywhere? As the operations leader, shouldn't she be here to celebrate?
Isolde has been unwell recently and went back to the city to rest. She's also been absent from meetings over the past few days.
Maybe the commander's like Proxy and isn't fond of these kinds of gatherings. She might have just found an excuse to slip away.
You might be right. That does sound like her. In any case, we've dealt a heavy blow to the Exaltists. And after fighting on the verge of life and death, the soldiers really needed a victory to boost their morale.
That doesn't sound like something our strict Captain Magus would say.
Think of it as me trying to lift everyone's spirits. As soldiers, it is our duty to obey orders. So even when we have doubts, we can't launch investigations on our own.
If you take action without orders, you'll be standing trial at a military tribunal. I might not mind, but I'm sure Seed Sr. would stop us.
I don't want anyone ending up in front of a military tribunal either.
Right. Since it is a military order, the Major's restriction on you can't be lifted until the operation is officially concluded. Sorry about that, Proxy.
I understand. Obel Squad and all the other soldiers have already given so much to protect New Eridu. Everyone should enjoy this hard-earned victory.
Thank you, Proxy.
Excuse me, Special Envoy. You're gonna last me to pass on a message. Some bigwig from Tops is here to see you. Tops? Don't ask me about the specifics. You'll just have to go see for yourself. Either Lucro, that guy with the shady eyes. Oh, hey, Damien. Shady eyes. You meet with Damien after the dark and fill him in on what Lucro's doing.
Actually, I've already heard about Lucro personally entering the Hollow and the Major General's movements. Besides relocating Porcelumex and the Exaltist stock of Porcelume, they're rounding up trusted members who served under Ferox, including my poor colleagues who fled into the Hollow's labs, fearing a purge. The dust hasn't even settled, yet they're already discarding what they no longer need, proving that the only thing crueler than one ruthless boss is another. I have no place in Tops any longer, and the Defense Force won't seek justice for a stray like me.
Even though you played a major role in taking down Ferox, your new boss won't tolerate you for long, will he?
Exactly. I can't stand stray dogs like you always sniffing out scraps to survive. Like I ever had a choice. I'm just trying to stay alive. Honestly, I was already planning to turn to you and Yunquay Summit for help. Regardless of our differences, you are among the few in Waifei Peninsula who have the power, care about justice, and are willing to hear me out. A stray like me is used to bowing and begging.
Unfortunately, no matter how much power we might have, we're just as constrained as you are now. I can't contact anyone at Yunquay Summit for assistance either. But if it's just to keep you safe...
It's all right. Just when I was at my wit's end, Miss Savior appeared.
As Damien finishes speaking, a small figure suddenly springs out from behind him.
Hiya! I'm the savior he was talking about. It's funny, most company employees usually see me as a disaster. Who would have thought I'd ever be called a savior?
Allow me to introduce you. This is Miss Zhao from TOPS, affiliated with the Krampus Compliance Authority.
Krampus Compliance
Nice to meet
Authority.
you, Miss Zhao. The Krampus Compliance Authority. Is that the name of another company within TOPS? It doesn't sound as familiar to me as the other big companies.
That's alright. Most people haven't heard of it. Krampus isn't actually a company. Our role is to inspect, decide on, and enforce regulations. Brutal competition is an inherent flaw of the market system. For the members at the round table, it doesn't matter if a company's executives are tearing each other apart. However, the condition is that all actions by the company and its management must comply with the core rules and interests of the Alliance. The business game doesn't always let us play by the rules. That's the round table's mercy. But when those rule breakers go too far, the strict mother reaches out with her black branch. This time, poor Salumix has clearly stepped out of line.
So you really are a dissent.
I think I get why the corporations might see members of Krampus as a disaster. Even so, having regulators like you is probably a key reason TOPS has managed to maintain its strong position in the city.
So, it's not hard for you to understand why I see Miss Zhao as my savior, right?
We'll only know whether I'm your savior or your disaster once all the investigations are complete.
Better than letting someone like Lucro treat you like a fish on a chopping board, right?
Although he isn't really a friend, I do sort of get Damien's style. He's determined to survive this brutal game, but he's also someone who never crosses the line.
Huh. You've got sharp and beautiful eyes. I hope you'll never become the enemy of Krampus. And that when those eyes look at me again, they won't be filled with hostility, Miss Bell.
Miss Zhao and Krampus member turns and walks off with Damien in tow. She may have been small in stature, but her commanding presence nearly overshadowed the disheveled Damien beside her. Okay, let's head back to the tent and get some rest. Roxy. Roxy. I think it's not time to sleep yet. Came all the way with squad members. Seed to invite you to our special nighttime operation. Special night up. Follow us and you'll see, Proxy. Shh. Move quietly and stay low. Just like a sniper. Of course, Trigger. Of course. Steve and Trigger quietly creep up behind Orphie and suddenly launch a surprise attack.
Soldier Orphie!
Soldier Orphie!
You two again? Now you have the proxy as an accomplice too?
Accomplice?
You got it all wrong, Orphie. I had no idea those two were planning to scare you.
Captain Magus is asleep. Don't wake her up. We should let her rest.
To her.
Is it time for the captain's self-diagnostics?
Is Orphie more worried about waking the captain or about the captain catching you secretly enjoying some prohibited items?
Excuse me. First of all, my concern for the captain is absolutely genuine. Second, the field manual doesn't list lemon-flavored chips under prohibited foods during deployment. I have every right to protest Captain Magus's executive decision to declare all snacks as prohibited.
Oh. Then why doesn't Orphie protest when the captain's actually awake?
I'm sure Orphie has her own reasons.
Anyway, if Orphie doesn't want us to tell the captain...
How about sharing some of those lemon chips with us?
Ah! See trigger are robbing me again!
Isn't this just a regular part of our night ops briefing?
The law doesn't punish the majority, Orphie.
Then, the proxy should also share the responsibility.
Can take the blame for snacks.
A special mission to get rid of lemon-flavored chips? Count me in!
In the sea breeze of Wi-Fi Peninsula, you team up with Opal Squad to finish off the lemon-flavored chips.
Proxy, there's something I need to talk to you about. It's about the captain.
Let me guess. It's something that you can only say when Captain Magus is asleep?
That's right. Proxy, I want to apologize on behalf of the captain for her bad attitude toward you during the mission. But there's a reason why the captain acted that way.
I trust that you know the captain, Orphie. Otherwise, why would you trust her so much? Come to think of it, you and Magus make a pretty unique team. A soldier paired with an intelligent weapon construct.
An intelligent construct? No, the captain is more than that. Can I trust you, Proxy?
You can.
Like I said,
you can
just
trust
like you
all
trust
of
Captain
us.
Magus.
I'm just a gunner. A soldier, here to support Captain Magus. Orphie, you're being too hard on yourself again. You're special. You're one of a kind. That's how they would comfort me.
Backstory time.
If Captain Magus and the others were here. But no. I know that I'm not someone special. From the moment I was born, being a gunner has been my sole purpose and mission. In the disaster 11 years ago, New Eridu lost so much. It lost so many of its soldiers. The Defense Force's last remaining gemstone, Obsidian Division, also suffered heavy losses. At the time, the military had launched various research projects. Enhanced soldiers, cybernetic soldiers even. Cloned soldiers. It sounds brutal, doesn't it? But if it weren't for these cruel projects, Obsidian Division might never have lasted this long. I was also born at that time, cloned from a legendary soldier, and designed to aid that legendary soldier as an assistant. That legendary soldier's military codename was Magus. The soldier's original body has long been destroyed. All that remains now is a backup of her consciousness, or what you could call her soul, stored within the weapon. Even in death, she's still wielded as a weapon by the Defense Force. Though Captain Magus always says it's what she wanted, is it really a blessing or a curse? All things considered, I'm quite lucky. Selfish, even. I stole her body, her name. You could even say I stole her life. But Captain Magus has never cared about that. She'd just say to me, Orphie, my life was far too boring. You should live your own life. I know the looks in my comrades' eyes often carry sympathy or pity, mockery, or even disgust.
Damn.
Still, I can't help but feel that I'm lucky. I met Captain Magus, I met Opal Squad, and even crossed paths with someone as strong and interesting as you, Proxy.
Okay, that's putting it.
I know there's nothing
too
special
extreme,
about
yeah.
the way
We
I
just
was
met.
born, but
You're bothering me up.
But you all keep telling me, Orphie, you're being too hard on yourself again. You're special. You're one of a kind. Yet, the cold glass tanks, the tasteless nutrient fluids, those eyes filled with sympathy, pity, mockery, or disgust, they all proved one thing. I'm nothing special. They all told me I'm just a pathetic, tragic person. But you all keep telling me over and over again, you're one of a kind, Orphie. I can leave those glass tanks in the past. I just don't want to let your expectations down. Rather than those cold, lifeless glass tanks, I want the warmth of Captain Magus. I'd rather have my noisy Obel squad and you, the cool proxy. Our pasts, whether it's mine or Captain Magus's, are not what define us. Although Captain Magus often jokingly calls you the villain, that's all just talk. Our pasts are not what define us. Instead, it's up to us to determine our destinations. As a proxy, you'll lead us to the right place. I believe in you, Proxy.
After a brief signal disruption, communication with the HDD is reestablished.
Barry, have you finished calculating the exact coordinates of the blind spot in Lemnian Hollow's most active area?
Affirmative. HDD data sync complete. Transmitting coordinate data to EOS's Carrot module now.
Oh, Belle, finally. The exact coordinates are now locked in. The next step is to move out with Obel Squad and take them out in one strike.
Negative. Lorenz's forces have currently halted all further operations, so Obel Squad is unauthorized to act without orders. Could you send a message to Ishuan Shifu? Actually, scratch that. Better send it to Senior Fufu instead. Shifu never replies to messages. Just say, Junior Bell needs your help. It's urgent. Please ask Ishuan Shifu to come to the rescue. P.S. Don't let the defense force find out.
Poor Junior Bell is suffering cruel mistreatment at the hands of the defense force. It's urgent. Come rescue her immediately. P.S. Keep a low profile and avoid any clashes with the defense force.
Aren't you over-exaggerating a bit?
This concerns the safety of Wi-Fi Peninsula. A little exaggeration won't hurt, right?
All we can do now is pray that Yunquei Summit sends help soon. Who knows what kind of mess the Exaltists might be stirring up in the Hollow, while Lorenz is basking in the limelight. There's no time to waste. I'm logging off now.
That's Shifu's Qingming bird? Chirp, 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 chirp. Your vision suddenly dims, but strangely, you don't feel afraid. Come to your senses, you're being carried up high by the bird's talons. Well, you can't animate that? Come on. Come on. Come on. Your body feels weightless like a feather drifting in an air moment, then heavy like a stone sinking in the lake in the next. By the time you come back to your senses, you've already arrived. This sweet being.
I think I just had a dream. Am I dreaming? Or is this really Swabian Temple?
My disciple. Fufu told me poor Junior Bell is suffering cruel mistreatment at the hands of the defense force. It's urgent. And that I need to stay low and avoid any clashes with them.
Word for word! The message came straight from Junior Bell's brother!
By the way, I'm here too.
Someone's messing with our junior out there. That's the last straw.
What do you mean by step in? Junior Bell just looks a little dazed, that's all. I don't see any signs of cruel mistreatment.
Did Ishuan Shifu use a technique to bring me to Swabian Temple?
Seems you're finally catching on now.
Your safety, of course, is our highest priority. But given how you contacted us in such a rush, I assume you've run into some trouble with the military?
Come on, Junior Bell. What happened out there that made you call Shifu for help? Don't worry.
That's right. All your seniors are here.
You lay out the intel collected by Fairy, along with all accompanying suspicions and speculations for everyone.
Cunning as always. Certainly sounds like the Exaltists.
If the Defense Force can't deal with those scoundrels, then we will. When do we set out, Shifu?
No need to be hasty. Let Junior Bell get some proper rest first.
Bell's had to endure more than her share on the job. Senior sister is the best. Proxy without their senior sister is nothing. Damn soldiers out there, they lock up my junior. Still got a senior sister waiting for you up in the mountain. Can't have you getting kidnapped before you see her. Keep having these unsettling dreams lately. Like something bad is about to happen. I'm out on a mission in Miasma Danced areas. I always hear these whispers. I'm a bit worried about you. About you seeing your sister and my sister. It's not corruption systems, is it, Senior? Have the recent missions been too much? If so, let me help share the load. Don't worry so much. The sky could fall, and Shifu could handle it. We'll be okay. Right, we still got Shifu. Explain the Shifu and details about the Obscura found in Wi-Fi Peninsula. The potential Exaltus base hidden in the hollow. The lives of Wi-Fi Peninsula citizens are at stake. Can't be taken lightly. If the Defense Force refuses to step in, Quay Summit will have no choice but to break the rules of engagement and take action. But now that there are threats both inside and outside the hollow, with so few disciples left at Suibian Temple, we might need some reinforcements.
Hand over the proxy.
The poor temple gate couldn't withstand the force of the uninvited guests. It creaked open and let them into the courtyard.
I was wondering who would break into Suibian Temple in the middle of the night. Turns out it's soldiers from the Defense Force. Please be aware that although Phylum Heights is under military control, soldiers have no right to enter private residences without permission. And my temple isn't exactly a place where anyone can just come and go as they please.
What's all this rambling?
I think what this lady means, Captain, is that you barged into someone's home in the middle of the night and caused a big ruckus. And now she's ready to give you a beating.
Give me a beating?
Seed Senior said that if this lady is going to beat you up, you probably won't be able to stop her.
Even with all the Obsidian troops of Wi-Fi Peninsula as support, you probably still couldn't stop me.
Damn.
High Preceptor Ishwan, this unannounced visit is not meant as a provocation. The person
under your protection. You mean the mayor's envoy whose freedom is now being restricted?
The temporary restriction on the proxy's movement is both to protect military secrets and to ensure the proxy's safety.
No matter how you look at it, my disciple is safest under my protection.
Listen, you two. There's something more urgent to deal with than my safety.
Proxy, are you okay?
Oh, so the proxy wasn't kidnapped by Yunquay Summit.
Apologies. This is my mistake. I thought it was the city authorities who took the proxy away, trying to extract military information.
I've never cared about military secrets, only about the safety of my disciples and the well-being of New Eridu.
Well then, Proxy, if you went so far as to defy military orders to contact Yunquay Summit, I trust you must have had a good reason. You mean you're absolutely certain that the Exaltus still have a real stronghold hidden somewhere in the hollow?
I can't say I'm completely certain. Not until I enter the hollow myself and reach those coordinates. But as guardians of New Eridu, shouldn't Yunquay Summit and the Defense Force investigate, even if there's only the slightest chance of danger?
Belle, I just received an alert from Fairy.
According to real-time Hollow monitoring data, ether activity is rising across the entire Lemnian Hollow. Warning, ether activity across Lemnian Hollow is approaching record-high levels. Warning, at the current rate of Hollow expansion, there is a 17.2% chance that Lemnian Hollow will breach the Zenless limit within 1,026 hours.
What's that voice assistant rambling about this time?
Basically, she's saying that if left unchecked, the Hollow might just go boom.
The Exaltists in charge of miasma research mentioned experiments on large-scale miasma activation. I suspect they're preparing for what they call the final sacrifice. Based on the intelligence and mission results we've seen, the Exaltists control most of the miasma-rich areas in Lemnian Hollow. They've also mastered the technology to manipulate the unique ether. The current rise in ether activity throughout the Hollow is probably connected to the Exaltists' operations.
If your theory is true, then this currently undiscovered Exaltus base will likely become the central hub for their final sacrifice.
Exactly. But if we can take out their hidden base, the sacrifice ritual won't happen, and the Hollow's rising activity will be back under control.
How do you manage to sigh with a mechanical throat like that?
Although I tried to ignore some of the seemingly fabricated technical terms, you still managed to lose me. So essentially, we head in, confirm whether any Exaltist rats are still stirring up trouble, and if they are, we wipe them out.
Wow, Captain Magus. You actually understood everything this time. Amazing.
And let's move out. Obel Squad will personally eliminate the looming shadow that threatens Wi-Fi Peninsula.
But Captain Magus, weren't you just saying an hour ago that military orders must never be disobeyed?
Disobeying orders? Hardly. We were chasing after Phaethon, who fled all the way into the Hollow with classified military intel.
Captain Magus, your enthusiasm is truly moving. But you could have just left it to Yunquay Summit.
It's our duty as the Defense Force to wipe out the Exaltists. If our superior officers have failed in that duty, then I'll take responsibility myself. Besides, the Obscura still haven't been fully examined. If a sacrifice really did emerge from the boxes, then Defense Force soldiers, and even civilians, would pay dearly.
I understand. My disciples and I will remain on standby at Phylum Heights and fulfill our duty to protect this place.
In that case, the attack plan and the operation start time need to be decided ASAP.
Deploying all of Obel's squad would draw too much attention. I'll need to wait for the right moment. Let's regroup and launch the operation first thing tomorrow morning. All members of the Obel squad, return to base and get some rest.
Yes, Captain Magus.
Tomorrow's probably going to be a long day.
I'm free! Let me be free! Damn it! Dang it. Damn it. Darn it. Doing it. Ding it. Oh. Fine. Still fine. Still good. Still fine. Still good. Oh, hit 3. Has it been 2 weeks yet? Nope. Oh, they're just standing there. Nice. Nice. I don't have any items to craft, I don't think. What? Nope. Nothing to craft. Training? Lumber Jack? Jack Lumber? Well, yeah, I am trying to get a support, so... Deploy. Deploying. Character deploy.
There's no time to lose. Scatter! Press the attack. Resistance is futile. Exactly what I was looking for. My blade is already sheathed.
Do it 4 more times, and then we'll do 5 times of the W engine version. I forget, it's Lucia in Ether unit or no? Figure that out.
It's exactly what I was looking for. Resistance is futile.
Damn! I love it when she switches stances and she parries. It's so cool. Whoa. So dang cool.
In pursuit. Surrender. I see it. Surrender. Good. Good. Good.
All exits are now sealed.
Countering. Neutralizing the threat.
My turn!
All exits are now sealed.
It always surprises me when I get a clean wipeout like that. Let's see. I'm sure new information about Lucia has not dropped yet, so I will have to use a 5-star support unit just to reference what it will look like. Peace out. Okay, she will be an ether unit. That's just okay. Okay. Ugh. We're 15th. Oh, there we got it. Nice. I currently have okay. Funny, this website, they use the image of the anomaly deal. If I could use a ruler certificate. Weird names for these. Okay, I have look at the W engine. Oh. I need 30 of this guy, then 32 of this guy. Got it. Need 50 specialized chips.
My turn!
Securing the perimeter.
Counter.
All exits are now sealed.
At least just get 30 of these support ones. And the long farm will be the material that it will take the longest to farm will be the these ones, the ancient skill stuff. How much do I have of this? 26? Hmm, 26. So this one is the same thing. I need 30 of these, so let's do one more time. Take care of it.
My turn! Securing the perimeter. I'll take point. All exits are now sealed.
And that should take care of that. 30, 32, yep. Yeah, why not? Spend it all. Spend it all. I'm honestly at the point of being overcapped anyway, so I'm not going to spend it. Get this free farm out of the way.
More elite! Don't let up! Check your seconds.
All right, I'll take them out.
Here we go! All exits are now sealed.
Two more. Wait. Okay, let's see. 3. So I need 10 more. 10 times 3 is 30. So I have 30 of these already. So I'm good. Looks like for Yuzaha, I will need to get 50 of those chips. 50? Not Yuzaha, Lucia. For Lucia, I'll have to get 50 of those chips. So combat. Any chats I can join, chill out with. There. Get that. I'm just gonna get these pre-farm materials done, and then I'll be done for the day.
Asset confirmed. Preparing to move out.
Who do I want to play?
Take a deep breath. The spotlight's about.
Need a fortune telling?
Oh, that's amusing.
It's almost courage is power!
Now
Allow
it is
me.
too.
Concentrate. Know your place.
Weaklings!
Cycle of yin and yang.
Not as fast. I think Ishwan is just not as fast. Well, who am I really complaining to, you know? Who am I really complaining to? That's interesting. I don't have a team.
Wanna eradicate all evil.
More presets or teams.
Oh, for Lord Nathan! You better not get my trust hurt.
There's no time to lose. It's over. Weakling.
Oh, for Lord Nathan!
I see it.
You're done!
Yeah, I like your Nagi. You know, with Nabi more. That pairing just worked.
Is it time to clock out?
I should edit this preset actually.
Need something?
And if we find one, this is the path I follow.
That doesn't work. That does work.
Press the attack. Resistance is futile. Forgot. It's pointless to resist. Surrender. There's no time to lose. My blade is already weak.
Need 50 specialized, 15 advanced chips. $20.
Attack. Surrender. I see it. Our work's not finished, team. Good. Resistance is futile. My blade is already weak.
Five more runs, so I need 500 more. This is gonna be 3, then 200 more, then I'll be done.
In pursuit. Waste of time. My blade is already sheathed. I'm unstoppable. There's no time to lose. Price the attack. Watch your six. Resistance is futile. Weak. Weak armor. In pursuit. There's no time to lose. Resistance is futile.
Hey, Gloria. Yeah, I can see your comment. How you doing? Thanks for dropping by. Kind of interesting. The last few video times I've streamed, like, they've asked me the same exact sentence. So I wonder if this is like a new tactic.
Press the attack. My blade is already sheathed. Resistance is futile. There's no time to lose. In pursuit. Keep your eyes open. All right, I'll take the mic. Waste of time.
Let's see. One more run. I'm confused. Should have been 50. Guess I did run that much. Just was not paying attention.
In pursuit.
Out of my way!
There's no time to lose. Once again, press the attack. Need to assist.
Dead. That was... Oh, I don't have timestamp. Bad timestamps. My money and my power. My money. I don't know. Maybe. You a real person, Gloria? Or are you a bot? That's what I want to know. Was that our last farming?
Need a fortune to
take a deep breath.
Erratic wanna.
The anticipation off stage is the perfect prelude.
Yep, you got 50. It's all done. All the farming done. Well, thank you for all stopping by. Including you, Gloria, you're a real one. Thanks for stopping in my chat. Or I was already doing the main story earlier, so kind of feeling tired. You can only really stream for so long. I can only have so much stamina, so I'm hoping the more I do it, the more I'll feel more energetic about it. Have a good one. Take care. Eat good food if you like food, or do whatever you like. Bye bye.